Coach, first, your thoughts on the game as a whole?
They out-toughed us. I mean, they're a good team. They had a great defensive game plan. Everything we had was contested, everything at the rim. There was a body between us. I felt like we had some shots we could make. Obviously, we didn't shoot well, but most of that goes to Parkside. They took away a lot of what our individual players wanted to do. They took away a lot of what we wanted to do as a group, and they executed better than we did, physically and X's and O's wise. They were tougher than us today.
Obviously, you had a good start, and things felt pretty decent early on. And even at the late stages of the first half, it still felt like it was a game that's within reach. But it seemed like whatever adjustments they made at halftime kept you from being able to get anything done.
It kind of went back to the way it was. I mean, it was 22 to, I don't know what it was, 22 to 13 maybe. I think they ended the run on a 22 to 5 half. And,
yeah.
We couldn't. It's been a little bit of our issue this year, and it kind of reared its head where when things aren't going well, we don't always have whether it's the player, I don't have the answer, we don't have the thing to stop a run, or when things are going bad, or a couple plays don't go our way, a couple calls don't go our way. We're not there yet as a group in terms of how to handle that adversity when things aren't going well. And Parkside's a team that, I mean, they're well coached. They do that. They don't give you the opportunity to create some momentum to get going. They don't beat themselves. So they're not going to make the couple mistakes to jumpstart us, and we never actually had a chance to make that run. I don't know that there was a ton of adjustments. It was just from that point on, they were better than us. We came out ready to play. We had a good start, and the rest of the way they were better than us.
Hobson has a strong night for you, all things considered. What do you like in his game at this point?
I like it when he keeps things simple and catches and shoots and catches and attacks closeouts and draws to and makes the right play. That's awesome. And Adam works his butt off, and it's always good to see shots go in. And when he plays well, we usually play pretty well. And he's fighting to keep it going and works, and love to see it when good things happen for him.
You kind of mentioned, I mean, you're still so young, and it's hard. Even though this is the end of the season, it's still you're talking about freshmen and sophomores and putting them up against, guys that are just physically mature at this point. How hard is that to kind of keep that in mind as this game goes on?
I mean, we have to realize that. I mean, physically they're beating us up a little bit in certain spots, in certain matchups. They're just bigger and stronger. We've tried to avoid talking about that at this point. We have enough experience there, and it's not going to change at this point. We want to sneak in that tournament and try to upset somebody and try to go there, and we're not going to get an off season in the weight room to put on 10 pounds of muscle in the next week or so. So I mean, right now it's all a mental thing, and that's all we're addressing is these guys are hitting the wall, and you can either break through the wall or let the wall knock you down. And it felt like a little bit today that the wall was winning a little bit. Might have been going through it, but we didn't get all the way through it. And I mean, it's Northern, we should be fired up, and we got to come out and have some life and some energy and go down swinging.
You got about a week here to get ready for Northern. What are you going to focus on this week to keep the guys up and ready to go for that?
The same thing we have been doing. I mean, we practice well all year. We just, as a staff, we need to find that mix of no matter what happens, we need to keep getting better. And that's all we've been striving to, possession by possession, media to media, just keep getting better. We need to get better this week, regardless, and we got to find that balance of recovery as well. It's a big game Saturday. We got to be as fresh as we possibly can going into Saturday, while at the same time improving all week. So we're just going to work on us getting better, and that's a lot of what, I mean, we're going to do some Northern stuff, but this second time through the conference, we've been pretty focused on Michigan Tech and not beating ourselves and getting better, and that's what it'll continue to be this week.
Very good.
Thanks, David.